his left, chest on his right. Hey, hold up, don't start a fight. He's got you covered with all the sports. Don't fret, he's wearing shorts. It's time for Waking Jake in the morning, Waking Jake at night. Jake sucks.
Woo! What is going on, Bakers? Welcome back to Wake and Jake. It is October 12th-ish as we record this. Baseball postseason is fully underway as we adjust to a new wild card round. And, you know, team seasons ended in 2 games, so that, in a way, that'll never feel like real playoffs to a degree, but it's the new normal. The DS is kicked off, so we'll do those, and then we will check out the football weekend. In the DSs, let's overreact a little bit. I think I want to start with the Philadelphia Phillies. Sometimes we cron pot on here, Lake and Jake, talking baseball. The Phillies, they win game 1 in Atlanta. Early start. They go up big, and they almost blow it. Braves got some more bad news today. Tyler Matzik is out. Tommy John. How about that? That, just happened.
Yeah. Out. Issue for them for next year.
Yankees, similar thing. Scott Efros.
Yeah.
Right before the series.
Surprise.
That stinks. Phillies are 3-0 this playoffs. They have high-end talent. Their bullpen that scared you, but survived. Their defense is supposed to be a team weakness. Has come to the table. No errors. Yesterday, I don't think they had an error against St. Louis either. I have to double check. But basically, they're 3-0. They went 2-0 against the Cardinals in St. Louis. You're now 3-0, all road games, St. Louis and Atlanta. Bryce Harper is looking dominant. Nick Castellanos gives you your performance. Bohm and Segura have been some of the best bottom-of-the-lineup hitters we've seen so far this postseason. Schwarbo hasn't really gone yet, and at some point it'll click, whether it's now or later. I want to do kind of conscious overreactions, what's that mean? That means being logical, but also playoff series happen quick. You know, if you were playing a 3-game set against whatever team, the Cincinnati Reds, and Jonathan India hits 2 home runs the first game, you have to treat him like Barry Bonds the rest of the series. You know, because otherwise, baseball, hot is a thing. Even the nerds are starting to come around on that. And I think the Phillies are hot, man. 3-0 in the playoffs. The Braves, one of my favorites coming into the postseason. That sounds probably pretty obvious. I think they're my favorite coming out of the National League. I made a Christmas Day bet last year that they would run it back and win the World Series. Only team I bet on to win the World Series this year. So take that for what it's worth. I gamble responsibly at DraftKings.com. But I don't know. It's Ronald Acuna, 3-hit day. We know he wants this. Matt Olson, the other new guy to the formula. Ronnie was hurt last year. Olson was there. He hits a massive 3-run homer that almost we'd be killing Philadelphia right now for blowing a 6-run lead and joining the rest of the teams that have had already fall disasters. Seattle will get there in a second. I think this is going to be a dogfight. I don't know if Philly has the true juice as we record this. If they go out and they beat the Braves in Atlanta today, holy smokes. Nola at home and another home game to try to put away the Atlanta Braves. I'm not hyper concerned. Did the Braves lose game 1 to to Milwaukee last year? In my head, I
That
think
rings a
they
bell.
did. Let's see. 2011 Braves postseason, double checking. They did. They lost game 1 to Milwaukee. Hauser outdueled Morton. And then the Braves went on to win the next 3, where if they didn't win one of those games, Corbin Burns, your Cy Young winner, would have been waiting in Milwaukee. Game 5 in Milwaukee. They dodged it. They flipped the script a little bit this year because, those middle 2 games were at home. And they finished the series after taking game 2 in Milwaukee, winning the next. You can't write out the Braves. I think you might be looking at game 5, though, now. And we'll see hosting Philadelphia. And let's see the ebbs and flows of this series and who would be on the mound. I think you'd be looking at Wheeler Wright again. That's the game 2 matchup tonight. Quick overreactions. This series goes 5 now. Instead of me saying the Braves are a lock. Philly doesn't feel whole, but they have almost the exact same formula as the Nationals or as any team you like making a run because of those elite starting pitchers, dudes up and down the lineup. And as long as they field the ball and don't have horrible bullpen blowups, they can go with anyone. They're 500 against the Braves over the last 4 years. I'm not going to fully overreact there. Where I will fully overreact is to the Mariners. I'm sorry. You had them. You had the big bad wolf by the tail, and then you let him go just for a second. And the big bad wolf was like, I'm not going to blow your house down. Oh, they destroyed it. You played a perfect game. You knock around Verlander. You're up 7-1? Let's double check that I've got it right. You're up 6-2, excuse me. 4-run lead, whatever. You're up 7-3, top 7. You got more runs than innings left to go. 2 2-run homers, Bregman and Alvarez. I know those are the guys. And how it happens, you kind of push your relief pitching to the side. You go to Robbie Ray when you had Eric Swanson ready, who, man, that guy's good. I know he doesn't have the name recognition of some of the high-level bullpen guys, but he's had an incredible year. Robbie Ray has been bad lately. It looks like they tried to spark Robbie Ray. They're 1 out away. It's one of the worst playoff losses ever. I know people are saying it's bad and that there is almost a level of expectation when it's Houston in Houston and Yordan. He's so good. I'll bring up Yordan's stats just to remind you really quickly how good he is. And a reminder, he's 25 years old. Career 296, 384, a 973 OPS. That's career. All of his numbers this year are above that. 306, 406, a 1.019 OPS. This is the only other guy that one-dotted with Judge, who broke the home run record. Aaron Alvarez is an absolute freak show. He's 25 years old. I think Mariners are dead. I think Houston probably even beats Castillo. I think they got woken up just enough. They got splashed on by the little kid at the pool, and now I think they're going to drown him. Luis Castillo's awesome, and he can do special things. I think the Mariners might even rise up. Houston might rise up to the occasion and say, no. No, I originally thought this was going to go 5. It's because of that game 1, and they did everything but win it, and I'd be sitting here saying they're going 5. Now it's looking a lot closer to a sweep. I think they pissed off the Bad Wolf, and you might not see them rise this year. Go get a Ridge wallet. What? Ridge wallet. Are you not familiar? I'm holding one in my hands right now. You can see it holds up to 12 cards plus room for cash. There's over 30 colors. I'm smashing it right now on my desk.
I can confirm. I'm watching him smash it. Giving it a good smash.
Ridge wallet's fine. because it's made out of carbon fiber and burnt titanium. You probably don't know all about that. I'll be honest, I don't. But I'll tell you what, I know about smashing it on the desk right now. This thing ain't breaking. It's lightweight. It's easy to travel. Back pocket, front pocket, wherever you keep your wallet. It's got a ton of 5-star reviews. And the other thing is, you've probably seen this before. I mean, they've been around now. This isn't just like a flash in the pan. I've seen their commercials. I've heard their reads elsewhere. Ridge is so confident you like it. They'll let you test drive it for 45 days. Month and a half. You can have all your valuables in this bad boy for a month and a half and say, I don't know, maybe there's another wallet out there for me. And they'll give you a full refund if you send it back. So, check out the link in the description. Use code JOHNBOY for 10% off. Ridge.com/JohnBoy. Use code JOHNBOY for 10% off. Get yourself a Ridge wallet today. The other two series, Yankees, Guardians, you can go check out Talking Yanks and check out what we're saying over there for sure. Ton of content. Yankees win 4-1 over the Guardians. Guardians had their opportunity in the third inning. Solo homer from Kwan. Then they load him up. Cole gets out of it. Left one or two pitches that could have changed the game. And, hey, playoff baseball in one baseball game. Cole could throw his nastiest pitch. It could break his back. Break his bat. Not his back. Break his bat. And if it lands in the outfield, it's 2 runs. That didn't happen. Cleveland sits there with 1 run. Harrison Bader, sac fly from Trevino, and the 2-run dagger from Anthony Rizzo. Yankees bullpen poses. Holds. It's their weakness. I think this is done. I can find the live odds from DraftKings, but I don't even think it's like a good bet to make at this point. Let's see if I can get some series odds from DraftKings. The Yankees are the better team. I think almost anyone will admit that. I don't think, Cleveland's got some good juice and they're young. They've got life. But man, Houston Astros are now minus 425 against Seattle. That is $5 to win 6. Or no, excuse me, $5 to win $1.17. That's not great. The Yankees, they're $5 to win $1.38. I think those series are over. If you think differently, go bet it now because you can make a massive payday on that. Those two series are done. The Yankees are a much better team. Houston and Seattle, the gap is close. Seattle has a lot of young talent. Playoff experience matters. And you saw it. You saw it in Houston, not getting scared down 4 runs. You saw it in Anthony Rizzo. You're seeing it in a lot of the veteran players so far this postseason. Postseason experience matters, and these baby Mariners, as they get their feet wet, and hopefully what becomes a really strong Mariners run. The talent, there is a gap. Houston is a better team, especially around the edges. But, when you start doing some of the star players like Julio Rodriguez and Yordan, is that a wash? Bregman and Eugenio this year. Bregman's a little better, but Eugenio's been awesome. Mashing homers, playing good defense. What Cal Raleigh is doing right now compared to their catchers, that's a blowout. Hey, Jose Altuve, he doesn't really have a good comparison. Pena, J.P. Crawford, yeah, sure, why not? Ty France and Yuli. You go around the horn and it's there. Even the elite Seattle Mariner pitchers, Logan Gilbert, Luis Castillo, Robbie Ray, bad series. And in a bad spot right now, and that might be the difference. Seattle is talented. They're going to, I think they're going to buck heads with Houston for the next couple years, and I think they're going to need these lumps to get better. Said that with Toronto, believe in it. I think we're getting close to sweep o'clock for both of those games, both those teams. I just think they're clearly overmatched. Experience-wise or talent-wise. The Guardians, the baby guards, and I know we're tough on the Central, the AL Central, and the NL Central. Tough for a reason. Tough for a reason. Yankees are going Nestor and Sevy. I believe in that. Maybe I'm incredibly biased. Your final series, Dodgers, Padres. This is the one I'm not going to overreact to. Dodgers, they gave their big blow. This is the Dodgers. This is what we expect to do. San Diego, their little brother. Hey, little brother. That's from Scrubs. The Padres, they had their fourth starting pitcher going. They had Clev going. I think it's going to be the last time he sees the mound in this series. They're going Darvish, Snell, Musgrove. Last time we saw Musgrove, he was unhittable. People were checking his ears because he was so unhittable. I'm not going to give up on the Padres. And I wanted to finish with that because, I kicked everyone else while they were down. Kicked the Mariners while they were down, even though they almost won a game. Kind of kicked the Braves, although I still believe. But I think that goes 5. And baseball happens, but I think the Braves are still good enough that they do it. But the Phillies announced themselves to the series. And let's be honest, they were one swing away or one Castellanos half step away from winning that game. I don't know. I'm not putting the Padres away. Part of me regrets that. Part of me thinks I'm going to eat it because the Dodgers won 111 games this year, and they're so good. But they have their big dogs lined up. Their guys have experience on that team between Soto and Machado. Those guys have seen a lot of shit by this point. They didn't use their good relievers. All the boxes that you'd want to check are still there. And you can add that relievers box to the Braves, which I think that's going to matter because they still have dudes in their bullpen. I might even sprinkle a little cheddar on the Padres to come back and win this series right now because Dodgers are a big favorite. They are minus 425 like Houston. Padres, $5 bet. Wins you math pod 15, 17 bucks. I don't know. But if there's one team I'm not bearing, it's San Diego, and we'll see how bad that looks in a little bit. That's kind of your baseball news. We are in the weeds of it, high and tight. Keep watching the streams with us. Keep enjoying. We're putting out so much content here, talking baseball everywhere. So go check it out. That's your baseball. Let's go check out the football.